Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Today, I'm so excited to talk to this couple. This is Miyaeva and Holden, and Miyaeva is a Washington based lifestyle creator known for her effortless, cozy aesthetic and heartwarming content. With a passion for all things home, beauty, and everyday magic, she shares her favorite decor finds, beauty hacks, restocks, and curated moments that inspire her following to find joy in the little things. Recently, Miyaeva stepped into her most beautiful role yet, becoming a mother to her son Stetson Dane. She recently got engaged to her partner Holden, and together they've built a life filled with love, laughter, and light. Through her content, Miyaeva captures the essence of modern motherhood, the beauty of intentional living, and the happiness found in life's simplest, most meaningful moments. So, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yay! I am so excited to chat all about your engagement, your relationship, all about Stetson. I've followed you guys on Instagram and I'm just like, I need to know all the behind the scenes things. So, we'll do that today. It'll be fun.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. Okay, let's start at the beginning. How did you guys meet?
We actually went to the same high school.
No way.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a long time. And then we talked for a couple years back in the day. And then we reconnected. And then it was just history from there.
Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so you went to high school, reconnected, and then you guys start dating, right?
hmm
And
We both pretty much moved away from our hometown where we are now. We
okay.
we spent I spent like 5 years away. She spent like two or
In
three,
Arizona.
and then we both made it back to our hometown, and then eventually ran into each other again. We always kind of had the same friend group from high school, so kind of just events and things that would go down, we would know each other there, but we didn't really like talk. And then eventually we ran into each other and
Yeah.
started talking again.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. I love like how those reconnections can just like magically happen.
I
It's
know
like,
because we always like he said we had the same friend group, but when I was there, he was never there. When he was there, I was never there, and there was many opportunities where we could have ran into each other, but we didn't. And then it was like when the time was right, we like actually ran into each other. So it was like a weird timing, and it was like perfect how it actually planned out. But it just shows that it's like fate, and like it was like supposed to happen. I
yeah,
swear.
seriously, meant to be. I love that so much. Okay, so then you guys are on your dating journey. Like, how long ago was that, would you say, when you guys started dating?
We started dating like 2 years, but our timeline was a little close. We were only dating for like 2 months when I found out I was pregnant. So
Oh
it was
my
kind of like, yeah.
gosh!
So it was kind of like a crazy situation. And like, I've never had a pregnancy scare in my life. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So when I found out I was pregnant, I never even like posted him yet on my social media.
Wow.
So yeah, because it was like so new. And like,
Right.
I didn't want to post yet. And so I was like, well, I got to post you now. But I swear that, like, he really, Stetson, when I found out, he was so supportive too. He was like, when we found out I was pregnant, he was like, we're going to be great parents. Like, it's going to be okay. Like, always there for me from the very beginning. So it was a very easy and, like, I'd say nothing was ever shaky. It was always like, signs, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when we had him, it just made us like even more closer, like tight, made the knot tighter.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone always was like, "Oh, you're gonna get married, you're gonna get this." I didn't want to like just get engaged because she was pregnant. You know, like people are pregnant, they're like, "Oh, I need a." Like I always knew I was gonna do it, but I
Mhm.
didn't want to like. I wanted to enjoy that part of it too, and enjoy the whole process of getting engaged and being engaged for a while, then getting married. Not, oh, let's get engaged right away. You're pregnant. Let's hurry and get married.
Especially because I feel like a lot of people, when they get pregnant before marriage, they want to jump into marriage for like insurance reasons too.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm like on
So
my
true.
parents' insurance, so I was like, we don't need to rush it
Yeah,
because
so
I don't need your insurance.
we weren't together yet.
You're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was on my own insurance, and she was on her parents'. So, and her dad has pretty good insurance. So we're
We're
like,
like,
if you have the,
what's the point in rushing it?
yeah,
Like, I want to enjoy every season. Like, I wanted to enjoy the motherhood aspect and like just being a mom, and I didn't want to rush like trying to plan a wedding and rush all of that. So I was like, I don't care to like separate the two. Like, I didn't care to
Right.
just have his last name. Like, I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
have everything so memorable. And so that's why we waited on getting engaged. He is almost a
Yes.
year now. Stetson's almost a year old. Yeah.
Precious. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. So, what was it like just jumping into parenthood after being together for, was it maybe a year at that point?
yeah,
Yeah.
right around
We
it.
were like together for a year after it was just like a whole nother love that I've never experienced ever
Mm,
in my life. Like, I swear, like, once he was put on my chest, I was like, so this is what everyone's talking about. Like, it's just a completely new
Yeah,
feeling that you like never ever experienced before. It's just the best. I can't even imagine not being a mom now.
yeah,
yeah.
that's so sweet.
I'd say the biggest thing when he was born. I mean, we obviously there was long nights and there was all the stuff that comes with that, which is, I mean, hard for anyone. I would say the biggest thing was is going from like what we did in our lives to like when you have a baby, like just how much that changed. What we did on the weekends, what we did on Friday nights, who we hung out with. There was a big change. We don't have a lot of friends that are in the same situation. Like our, there. I mean, we have a lot of friends who are engaged or hoping to have kids soon or whatever, but no one who actually has a kid. So when it's like a Friday night, they're like, "Hey, look, you guys want to come meet us at 10:30?" We're like, "No, we can't." Like
Right,
But
maybe
yeah, we can't just jump
maybe
up
at
again and
5:30,
yeah.
yeah,
grab dinner.
Right.
yeah.
That was the biggest change,
But
I'd
that's
say.
another reason why, because like it's funny being here in our hometown how people are so different over in like Idaho. Because he has a bunch of friends there that are all married, have kids, settled down, all of that, and then everyone here, it's like the complete opposite. So that's like another. Our main goal is to end up in Idaho, but we are staying in
Nice.
Washington just because of our families and like my parents, his parents. We want them to be around Stetson as much as
Yeah, they're
possible.
both like within
Help.
10 minutes of our house, so
Yeah.
That's
makes that nice.
perfect.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
so far, I feel like it was obviously, yeah, that like he said, the nights were really hard in the beginning, but I think that it's been like the best time of my life. Like, I can't imagine not doing this and like being a mom.
Mhm. Yeah, that's so sweet. I love that story so much, and that it's so cool that you have your parents close by, that you're able to, have Stetson like be with his grandparents and everything, and to just like
Yes.
I love that you guys are taking everything at your own speed and doing things your own way. And like you said, you didn't want to just rush into marriage and just to, have the insurance purposes or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
you wanted to be able to like plan your wedding properly, like be able to do it your own way and have the wedding that you've always dreamed of instead of feeling so rushed to do it. And then also taking the time to just be parents and
Mhm.
figure that whole aspect of life out and have a newborn and just having him thrown into the mix of your relationship and everything and seeing what that's like for you guys in this next chapter too. So I think you
Exactly.
guys are really like taking the smart route with just everything that you're doing, which is really cool.
Thank
And
you.
So,
we do have good friends here too. They just don't have kids, but
yeah.
Yeah.
very supportive, very like when we're out, they're holding
Mhm.
him and helping with it.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're just sitting there all stressed. They're all
I feel like most of them now want to have a baby and they're like, we need to
Oh,
get in relationships because it would give them baby fever.
totally. Yes, I know. I'm a parent too. I have kids that are older now, but yeah, just that time of life where it's like there's this tiny thing that needs you for everything.
For
And it's
everything.
like for everything and your life just changes so much, but it's such a
we
cool and your heart expands so much too, like you
And
said.
just
It's just like
knowing
that
that you
love.
You made that baby in your belly.
Yes.
Like, that's like the craziest part. And just seeing so much of Holden in him. He is literally a copy paste of Holden, and
So
it's just like
sweet.
the cutest thing because
including my ADHD.
I love it.
He legit
he,
can't. He's not a baby that just like sits in his plaything and can sit there by himself. You have to be playing with him.
yeah, he
Mhm.
loves being right next to you.
Yeah.
So it's like funny, just seeing him, and like his eyes are exactly like Holden. So it's just so I just love it. I love how much he looks
Oh,
just like him.
We,
But I
we,
that's
hope when I have a daughter,
sweet.
she looks like me. I really
Ah,
do. If I have a daughter, but I hope I do.
we were just talking about how um, most people say it goes by so fast. For me, it feels like it's been so long. Like it, I can't remember. I can't
yeah.
remember what it's like to not like in the back of your head always be like, when you're doing something personally, you always have to have back of your head like, oh, how's Stetson? What's Stetson doing? Like, there's never like a
Yes.
this baby's like relies on you for his life. So like, I think it feels like I can't remember what it feels like not to feel that way in a way. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of it's
Same. I'm like, what did I do all day? I must have had
Right?
a lot of free time.
Yes, totally. I know. I look back on that time, I'm like, man, the businesses I could have started before I had kids, like
Like
all the
I
things
should.
I could have done.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm like from the beginning. Oh, for a while I've only put out one video. I'm like, dang, I should have been putting out like 2 to 3.
Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, it's so cool. Just stepping into that role is awesome.
Yeah, it
All
is.
right. So now bring us to your engagement. How did all of this happen? Did you guys go ring shopping? Did you have any idea it was happening, Maeva?
So, do you want to talk about the whole thing?
so
Because
pretty.
he knows more than I do about how it started.
Okay.
Like the actual proposal part, or
The like talking to Carly.
oh, so pretty much what I did was I had talked to Carly,
My
which is one of
manager.
her managers.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I just kind of reached out and said like, hey, I'm gonna be proposing, like whether or not this happens or not. And if you
He's
want,
talking about. He's talking about.
no,
That's what
no,
you said.
no, like I'll be proposing.
It's
And then
hilarious.
I asked her, I said, well, if you wanted to reach out if there's any companies that wanted to like not like a paid partner thing because I didn't want it to be like a like we had to do this, this, and this with it, but like kind of more of like a
Right.
collab. Like she's gonna be posting this everywhere, anyways. Like she's gonna continue to post it probably for a long time. Like it's just gonna be marketing and advertising for you guys along the way. So
Right.
she reached out to a few, and then that's when Brilliant Earth came back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'd love to do something with you." So she didn't know anything about it, and so me and Carly did everything with it. Carly would not lie, but like
Yeah.
she like because I kind of had to propose it to her because you can't just accept something on her behalf in a
Right.
way.
Yeah.
And so, because like that's her manager, and so then we got into
Yeah,
it, and I convinced her that I had no idea what ring she would want. So I'm like, well, we have to go at least look because I don't want to get a ring that like you don't like. Like, what's the point of that?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, that's when we went in to Brilliant Earth and we looked at different styles, the gold, the
Carly knew all about it and just didn't tell me, which is I'm like they like talked about it and everything. I'm like, you guys are so sneaky. And I was like so shocked. But and then when he told me, he was like, yeah, so we're actually going to Brilliant Earth and you're gonna try on rings to get your ring size and like shapes and stuff. So I was like so excited and I was like, I'm making a TikTok on that. So then I made a TikTok on it and we went and tried on some rings and shapes and everything. But little did I know, like I feel like he already had like most of it already done, which is good for you,
even like
for knowing what I wanted. But it was so funny because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I'm like, he made an appointment all by himself, and it's like collaboration.
even the workers at Brilliant Earth, they like their marketing team does it all. So
Mhm.
they didn't. They luckily they didn't know enough to know what was going on, so they just
Didn't
thought it
say
was like a
anything.
normal thing too. They didn't even know what was in it for it or like what they were getting out of it. They just thought we were normal customers coming in, so that made it even better.
Oh,
And
that's
then
good.
one
Yeah.
and then one day I was working in Seattle, so I was able to pick up the ring without her knowing because we're an hour from Seattle, so it makes it a little
Yeah.
Or her to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Seattle, but
I'd be like, what? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be up in his business being like, okay, what's going on? Yeah.
Yes. And so the whole proposal, the actual proposal, we had family photos.
no. So here,
What was it?
I can explain.
Okay, yeah, I get.
So,
He knows it. See what I mean? He knows.
Yeah.
Miyaeva,
He was planning it. Yeah.
so Miyaeva's done photos with this photographer like many times. That's pretty much the only person she uses. And a couple months prior, she had reached out saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna do like a mommy and me shoot. Like I'm gonna market it. Would you do the photos like with you and Stetson? Like I want to market it as like mommy and me for Mother's Day or whatever." And so I reached out to her again, and I was like, "Hey, I don't really know how I could. I mean, it makes it pretty hard to surprise them when you have a baby and stuff like that, planning and make sure there's someone there with him and everything like that." So I reached out to her and I was like, "Hey, like, let's make up a fake family photo shoot at this place and let's propose it to her and just say like, hey, you're wanting to do the same type of thing with Miyaeva." And so she reached out. She totally lied and totally did
She was
everything.
like,
And
she said, "There's a new location I'm dying to try out, but
Ooh,
before I
nice.
like have someone pay and like do all of that to have the location or photos at this location, like I want to make sure they turn out good. So I was wondering if you want to be my model again." But I was already her
Ooh,
model
nice.
for the Mother's Day Minnie's Mother's Day shoot, so I like didn't. It like went over my head. I was like, "Yes, Soleil! I love that I'm like her model now. I'm like getting all these free photos. Like I love
Yeah.
it." But it was just part of like the proposal.
Yeah.
so then, so when you go to the place, if you were to go to the normal parking lot, you can like pull up and see the dock and everything, and it's all right there. So what we did is she sent her a pinned location and said, "Hey, this is where you should meet me." It was on the opposite side of the lake. And
Okay.
so then we had to park, get Stetson out, put him in a stroller, and then we had to walk like I'd say a quarter mile through this park. And she'd be like, "Oh, I don't think we should here." So then when we finally got to the dock, once you look out, then you can see the actual proposal set up, and the photographer and her like assistant had done like a whole setup and all the stuff. And
when I was walking up, because she was like, "There's a huge willow tree that I really want to take photos in front of. It's stunning, all this stuff." So I was like, okay. So I was like looking down because we were walking on like this dock that was on water besides. So I was like making sure like sits in. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is like this dock, and I have like this stroller.
Yeah.
And then I like look up and I see white roses and candles and stuff. And then Kara goes, "So you're gonna leave Stetson with her?" And it was actually her mother-in-law
yeah,
that
Oh,
came.
nice.
My photographer's mother-in-law. And she was like, "You're gonna leave Stetson with," I was like, "What's going on?" And then I like look, my heart like sinks to my feet. I like started getting like super shaky. I felt like I was gonna pass out. And I was
Oh
like, "Oh
my
my gosh, I'm gonna
gosh.
pass out on this dock right now." And I'm like walking, and then he like leads me to this spot, and there was a videographer and a photographer there.
yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, "I can't believe you just pulled all of this off without me knowing," because I feel like I'm like really good at sensing like when something's up, and I didn't get anything, any vibe whatsoever. But it like just proof that I didn't know because I wore black. I wore a black dress, and I would have never, ever, ever wore black to my proposal ever.
That's hilarious.
Wore a black dress. I'm like, I should have wore a flower dress. I should have wore a white dress, but black. But it's fine. It
Yeah.
still looks so cute.
The funniest part
Yes.
about it,
But it just shows that I was completely surprised.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that this spot was like the local fishing spot for a bunch of people.
We
Luckily,
Really?
That's a bunch of fishermen.
luckily though, like they got there super early, so they had like the spot we wanted, like all like they had it all like set up, and no one was around it. But we had
Man.
to kind of walk, and then once I actually did it, I swear there was like 30 people clapping.
They all clapped.
That's
was
you're
like,
really
"Oh my
popular
God,
in the
this is
fishing
like-"
community.
Well, it's a pretty long, it's a long dock.
I was like,
It's like
"Woo!"
Yeah.
Woo! Cheering and clapping.
and then
I like fell to my knees though. It was so cute. I like fell to my knees, so I was literally shaking. He was like, "Get up," and I was like, "I literally can't." Like I was so, and I was like shaking like this. It was so funny.
And then I didn't tell her that I had told our families to meet like 15 minutes after we got there. So they showed up after for all
His
of
whole
us to
family,
take
my
photos.
family,
Oh, I love
and then we all got
that.
photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So it was a
so
proposal of my dreams. It
cool.
was perfect. It literally, he put so much thought and effort into it, and it was just
Well, I had asked.
crazy.
I said, well, what do you? I said I can't do both. You can either have the very flashy, a billion balloons with the "Will you marry me" and all that, or it has to be kind of more low key, and it's gonna be more of a surprise. I had asked her like a long time ago, because I mean, you can't like for me to set up either the house or somewhere like me trying to surprise her and get her there. It'd probably be like a hint, like it's
Right.
gonna.
I said, I don't want to know about it. Do what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do with what you want,
Yeah.
and just don't tell me because I don't want to know anything. Like I don't want to know when it's happening. And I was like, good luck, because I feel like I'm like it would be like challenge, but he
Mm-hmm.
did great.
And then she
And
started second guessing everything. She's
Yes.
like,
oh
wait.
yeah, you told
She's like, wait. Actually, what could you hide from me then?
he told me too. He was like, don't make plans for this weekend.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So then, also with
Okay.
no, I said don't make plans for the next weekend. So I did it on May 10th. I said don't make any plans for May 17th. So she thought I was going to propose on May 17th, but May 10th was actually the date the whole time.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
You
the
threw
whole
her
time I
off.
thought that I was like, okay, it's this weekend. I was telling all my friends. He told me not to make plans. It has to be this weekend because like what else are we
Yeah.
doing? And then he did it the weekend before that. So I was like, okay. I
That's
was like,
so
is there any
good.
plans? And he was like, no, there's no plans. I was like,
Good move, Holden. That's so good. I love that you kind of had that like talk beforehand of like, I want to be surprised and I trust you. And man, he really did such a good job.
he
Like,
did.
even just like the pedestals and everything, like the
I
foot,
know.
like everything that was like on the dock was like so pretty.
I know when he did that all himself. Like,
Yeah.
it was so cute. I know.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So good. Great job. It's so beautiful. And now you guys have like the photos and videos, like just all the
And he thought
memories and
about
with your
like my job
family.
too. Yeah. That's like what
Yes,
I'm saying. Like he
totally.
thought about content. Like he didn't just think about like it being memorable, which it was, but he thought like, oh, I need a videographer for her so she can post. Like, what?
Right.
That's so cute. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like a
That's
lot of
so
people
good.
didn't believe because he did all of that. I feel like a lot of people didn't actually believe that I didn't know because not a lot of guys go out of their way to do stuff like that. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I swear, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's so good. Cause yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I talk to a lot of couples on this podcast, and most of them do know when it's happening because it's like, okay, they told me to wear the dress. They told me to like, not have plans at this
I
time.
was
And
gonna let her wear whatever
so
she
yeah,
wanted.
it's so good. It's so good. I love that
I
so
mean, if he
much.
did
It's
say
so
wear something,
genuine.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
All right.
I didn't even like she was texting the photographer the whole time like, hey, where do I go? Hey, like, and she comes to me because it was kind of later on a Friday. She's like, hey, like I know this is last minute, but like, could you make it to this family photo shoot? I really need you to come. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I can make that. Well,
Oh yeah. I was like, do you have anything planned this day? I know it's so last minute. And he was like, nope. Like they made it think that I was the one planning. Because she was like, what day works
Amazing.
best for you? And she like gave me a few dates. So I'm like,
Wow.
and I picked the right date. Like I said,
Wow.
probably this one. But I think, did you know there was like another day that I was like actually busy on, so I couldn't do that day. I don't know. But I think anyway that
Wow.
she sent a few dates. But anyway, it worked out and it was
It
great.
all worked out for the surprise. I love that so much. And I
Yeah.
love that Stetson was able to be there to witness it too. It's so
I know.
sweet.
I know.
Yeah,
He was
I
there and
love
then
that.
yeah, he was asleep and then he woke up like at the very end for the photos. So it was like perfect. Yeah.
So precious. Love it so much. Okay,
yeah.
so you guys have been engaged for maybe like not even 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 2 months.
Yeah. So, what has the planning process been like for you guys so far? Have you started planning? Have you been just basking in engagement bliss? Like, tell me more about that.
So I'm not rushing on getting married at
Yeah,
all. I
totally.
want to soak in like the engagement part. I know the one thing that I really wanted to just have done was the wedding date because I knew I wanted a destination wedding. Destination wedding, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a destination wedding. And so I wanted to like plan that. And so I actually was my mom's coffee lady came and was saying that she just got back from like a stunning wedding that was so memorable and she loved it. It was beautiful. Showed me photos and I was like, "Where was that? Like that is so pretty." And she said it was Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And so
Ooh.
I was like, "Oh, okay, like let me reach out. Let's just see like what they got." And they are booked mostly for 2026, which is
Wow.
fine because we have so many weddings for 2026 and like I didn't want to rush and I didn't want to like stress myself out, especially being a mom. I feel like stuff like this will take a lot longer.
Hmm.
So I talked to them and I actually have our venue booked.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
congratulations. That's major for like only 2 months after getting engaged. That's awesome.
I know because I knew if I didn't do it now, then it just would be like in the back of my mind until I did it.
Yeah.
But it's for January of 2027. So
Okay.
our wedding isn't for a while. But it was just
Yeah.
nice to like have that ease of knowing like, oh, I have my venue booked. Like we don't need to go tour a bunch of venues or tour a bunch of locations because we personally know someone that's already had a wedding there and it was just stunning. Like it's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my
And I've
gosh.
always wanted a beach wedding. That was like I was debating, I'm like, a country wedding or a beach wedding? Like what one? Like I really love like the country views and like the mountains and the fields, but I've always wanted a beach wedding. So I was like, I'm gonna do a beach wedding. So it's like
Yeah.
actually on the beach. So it's gonna be so beautiful.
Awesome.
I know.
That's so good. And in
Yeah.
January too, when most people are like wanting to get to a beach at that
I
point.
know. Cold over
Yeah.
here, rainy, snowy. But
Right.
that's and I
Yeah.
definitely wanted it to be pushed like farther away to give people a long enough notice so they can start saving since it is in Mexico.
Yeah, that's smart too. Yeah, to kind of plan it out far in advance and let people know, like, start saving now, and it's
Yeah.
going to be in a year and a half, so you've got time. That's really cool. How many guests are you expecting to have at the wedding?
We don't have a set guest list yet.
Hmm.
But we're averaging the most that we can have at the venue is 130.
Okay, that's a great
But
size. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm hoping that it's like a little less than that. I feel like that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But if not, it's okay. But
Yeah.
I feel like we won't have more than 130.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so cool that you guys have that all ready to go. So, I know you said it's going to be a beach wedding. Is there any other like theme or vibes or colors that you're going for, or is that still
All
down
bright,
the line?
happy,
Right? Okay.
bright, happy, no black. I don't want anyone wearing black at our wedding. I want it to be all just happiness and like,
I love that. So you're gonna have that like on the invitations of like wear a bright color.
yeah, bright,
So good.
happy colors, and I'm gonna say no black on there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I think like yeah, doing a dress code like that can really like
Yeah.
it's cool because people are now realizing that like guest attire can really change the vibe of a room.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's going to be really cool that you guys are doing that.
Like when someone shows up wearing a white dress.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I've seen those videos.
I'll be like,
Oh
obviously
man.
no white, but no
Right.
black attire either, please.
Yeah.
Just because I want it to be all just the photos and everything when you walk in, it's just all happy and just bright colors and yeah.
I think
Mhm.
I like the destination wedding because it kind of keeps it where like you invite everyone you would want, right? But then the people who are there, and nothing against the people. I mean, sometimes it's too expensive or they can't get the time off, and that's kind of just like, yeah, we love you guys. Like it's totally fine. Like, well, like it kind of keeps the wedding to like the people who you're like closest with, and
Right.
it's not like you're my mom's sister's friend who considered like an aunt who's at your wedding.
Yeah,
Like where you walk around,
definitely.
like you see it, like you walk around, you have to walk around and say hi to all your guests, usually like whatever after the ceremony and everything. And I guarantee half the time you don't even talk to or know 50% of the people there. You just, or distant relative or something. So going destination wedding, it kind of allows you to keep that like close friend group or family or stuff like that. So that's kind of why and if you look at it, we looked around us and like there's like the normal like stuff like that, and it's honestly like the same price.
Yeah, totally.
It's not even it's usually not the crazy part about
It's
the
actually
wedding.
more expensive.
It's not the venue that I always thought it was the venue, like, oh, they're charging all this money. It's not even the venue, it's the vendors at the venue that they're like, okay, well, we have 3 food choices and one's twice as much as the venue.
Yeah.
You're like, what? And
Yeah.
so that kind of, you got to look at guests too. So like ours right now, they do it like 130, 110, and 80, and like the price difference is it's a huge change because of the food and like how many
Mhm.
people
For the
they
amount
they
of
have to
guests.
they have to take care of at the venue. So
Mhm.
it's not the venue was it was surprising. The venue actually isn't the most expensive thing. It's like
Mhm.
everything else.
Yeah, for sure. I know I have found that a lot, like with destination weddings, like the venues itself aren't necessarily the most expensive thing. And it's at a resort that you're getting married at, right? Is it a
It's
resort
it's
So
or a
not on a
venue?
resort. It's
Okay.
on like a private island.
Oh
So
my
it's like,
gosh, that
yeah,
sounds gorgeous.
it's like in a movie, I swear. Like the photos are insane.
Wow.
So yeah, the guests have to take a little boat
Oh my,
to the
so
place.
it's not a
cool.
it's not a
It's not
little
a
boat.
little boat. It's like a big boat, but they have to
Yeah.
take a boat.
Yeah, that's so
But
cool.
yeah, and yeah, it's really cool.
In
I'm
Yeah.
January can't come faster.
Yeah,
I know, right?
January
So,
there is like 80. So like if you
right.
go like they're hot, it's like 105. So you can't like nothing works. So January was like the good
Yeah.
70 to 80 degree weather for especially because we'll probably be wearing some type of suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That is a good call for sure. So is it all inclusive then, where it's like your food and everything is like included in
Yeah,
your
No,
it's
wedding
not at the
price? Yeah.
well, not at the venue.
what do you
Not
mean?
at the venue?
It's open bar and a buffet
Okay, so
style.
that's what's included. Okay.
Yeah, so it is included with
Nice.
the venue. So, but
Yeah.
I had to obviously pay for like the portions, but it is open bar and
Yeah.
all buffet.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay.
so that's like a good example of we got the venue and then they have like a list of
They
vendors
have
like
the vendors.
you can do
Mhm.
these foods, you can have these flowers, you can have this
They have their own vendors. You can't have any outside vendors. But
Okay.
I get to pick from a couple different options.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
good. Good. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. It sounds so
so
beautiful. I'm
then and
so
then with like the
excited.
hotel, usually like you said, it's usually like the hotel and the venue like resort together. You can kind of
Right,
do with
yeah.
that. So what we'll do is we'll reach out to some of the near hotels and you can get like a still like a wedding package. Like, hey,
Mhm.
we're gonna need 30 rooms. Like they'll give that package still without doing the wedding at the actual resort.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's so good. And that'll be so nice for your guests to just like have that option of like, okay, here's where we're staying and,
Yeah.
kind of
I do
cuts out
want
that extra
everyone to
research.
stay at like the same resort just to keep it
Mhm.
like everyone together still.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then it's like maybe all your guests who may not know each other outside of your wedding, like can get to know each other if they're all staying in the same place too, which can be cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love that. That's awesome. All right. So, what I ask all couples who come on this show is do you have any advice for other couples who are currently planning their weddings and engaged?
Soak it in. Like I'm gonna soak it in. I don't want to like
Yeah.
just rush and jump into it, even though I really want to, because I feel like it's gonna be like the most perfect day. But I feel like there's times where you'll feel very stressed, but I don't want to look back and just think about all the times I was like stressed or all of the what ifs and oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. So like who cares to push out your wedding a little bit if you need to just to keep it all organized and relaxed and calm. And yeah, just
Mm.
enjoy the engagement. I feel like not a lot of people enjoy like the engagement part, but I love saying I'm a fiance. I'm a fiance.
Yes.
Like, I love
Showing
saying
off the ring. Can we see the ring?
yeah.
My gosh, that is gorgeous.
Thank you. I
So
know. I'm obsessed
pretty.
with the emerald. So this is an emerald diamond with a bezel band.
Wow, so gorgeous. The
Thank you
combination
so
of it
much.
like fits so well. It's so
Oh,
pretty.
thank you. I know. I feel like I feel safe with the bezel band because I know like the diamond could never fall out. I feel like because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some people struggle with that, the diamonds falling out over time. But since it's like
Mm-hmm.
wrapped around like the whole diamond, it's like secure in there. So I
Yeah,
love the
that's
bezel.
awesome. I love
Yeah.
that so much. And
But I have
then,
advice. I have
yeah, let me hear your advice. That's hilarious.
That's a good answer.
Oh,
I barely,
that's good.
I
That's one
barely,
thing he did say. He goes, "You can do the whole." He was like, "I'll help you if you need, but I don't care. You whatever you want, I want." I'm like, "Thanks, man."
I barely have a favorite color, let alone picking everything for a wedding.
Right. That's so good. That's so fun.
Just
And
gonna tell
then,
any other guys to be like that. Just let their
Just
fiance.
if they're happy on their wedding day, then you'll
That's
be happy.
Aw,
oh, that's so sweet.
that is so.
So, will Stetson be a part of your wedding day?
Oh, definitely, of course. He's gonna be
Aw,
the ring bearer because he'll be
so
walking by
precious. I know. I was gonna ask, like, how old will he be at that
Maybe
point?
like
Like two and a half,
2 years
2
and
years?
3 months.
Yeah.
4. Yeah,
3, 4 months.
Oh,
So 2.5 years old.
yeah.
that's so great. So
So
precious. And then, have you thought about your attire yet, or is that something that you're still planning out?
What do you for?
Like, as far as like your dress or like the
I
vibe of
do have.
it?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to say.
Yeah, you don't have to say. So
Not for
do you
you.
have
I just
it?
don't want to say because I don't
No,
want you to know.
totally. Yeah. Do you have it like picked out or you just have like
No.
ideas?
Oh
Oh,
no.
okay.
I haven't
Okay.
even gone dress shopping at all. I'm not going
Yeah.
to go dress shopping for a while.
Yeah.
I just have some ideas in my mind that I think that would look
Ooh.
really pretty. But yeah, no, I haven't gone. I probably won't go for a while just because I don't. I don't know. Maybe my taste will change by then.
Yeah.
But I don't think it will. But still, I don't want to like
Right.
rush into it.
I think
Mm,
the
for
guys
sure.
is just like the open, like flowy,
I'm thinking like
like
linen,
tan. Yeah.
tan.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that airy kind of like soft material.
Yeah.
Um,
Just the beach
beach
vibe.
vibes.
Yes, that'll be great for
Yep.
the beach. Yeah. That's so nice. I love that. Your wedding sounds so gorgeous and I'm so excited to just like keep following along and see how your planning's going.
Thank you.
And yeah, you guys still have time, so like definitely enjoy it. And I'm glad that that's like the mindset that you guys have with everything because it can get so stressful like
You know,
leading up to that day. So it's like you guys are doing it smart where you're scheduling it way in advance, taking your time, working on wedding planning when you can, also while being parents. And so I just love your whole mindset that you have going forward with planning your wedding. And
thank you. Becoming a mom really has taught me to like slow down, soak it in, enjoy the little things, especially because it does. For me, it's flown by. Maybe not for him, but for me, I feel
Mhm.
like he just blinked and he's already 9 months. Like I feel like that is just insane. So
Mhm.
I just feel like that's going to be the same thing. I'm like, January can't come faster, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be here in an instant. So I just want to like
Right.
soak it all up, enjoy it now, and not rush for the next thing. Just be in the moment and be in the now. So
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean
I love that.
the dad side of it, I would say, especially with the son, I would think, like when they're little, like they have such that like connection to their mom that they like know it's their mom, and so sometimes it's hard to like soothe them or whatever. So like as he's getting older now, like now when I walk in the room, he look at me like smiling, like he knows dad's there. So I think as he gets older,
Precious.
for me, it's like, especially once he can walk and do everything, and like he's just like present instead of just like trying to entertain him. Like he's like, he wants to go fishing. Oh, he wants to go hit a
he's
golf
excited
club.
for like the
Like
yeah
when
the
he like
activities.
when I can take that, I think like our connection grows as he gets older because
Mhm.
he like he's just now he knows it's dad. Mom, he wants to like go to sleep with or like have a bottle or whatever, but like dad, he wants to play with. Or when he wakes up, he's looking around, and so that
Yeah.
it's definitely for me. I think our connection grows as he gets older, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that so much. Just like with Stetson in the mix and just planning your wedding. It's so great. And I appreciate you guys just like sharing your perspective on everything and what your plans are so far. So tell us, where can we find you online and watch your videos and follow along for all the next steps?
My TikTok is Miyaeva Renee, and my Instagram is Miyaeva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Most of the all my handles are Miyaeva Renee, but that was already taken on Instagram, so
Oh
I
my
had to just
gosh,
do
but
Miyaeva.
regular Maeva was not. That's funny.
Yeah, regular Miyaeva wasn't, but Miyaeva Renee was taken.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And mine's Holden _ 80. I probably should switch that. I have had that since I was like 14.
Yeah.
That's so good. I love it.
Holden _80.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today. It was seriously so fun to chat with you, and I'm so excited for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for
Yeah.
having us.
Of course. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
There you have it, another episode of the Wedding Reporter podcast. To see those gorgeous wedding and engagement photos, head over to NashvilleBrideGuide.com for more behind the scenes content. And if you like this episode, I would so appreciate it if you would rate and subscribe the show. See you next time for another great episode.